Welcome back. My next guest has never been on the air with me. I have with me Shawn Bradford, and she is the owner of Breathe and Work. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Carol.
You have to tell everybody a little bit about what Breathe and Work is and what made you start the company.
Yes, so I go into companies, businesses in the area, and I teach them how to manage their stress, because stress is the #1 cause of disease. And if you have stressed out employees, you're not going to be as focused, as productive. And if I can teach people's employees how to manage their stress, it's first off just good for people to know how to feel good, and it keeps them out of the ER, and it keeps the company much more profitable because their people are more focused and more productive.
Well, let's talk about the services that you offer, and what you do in that. Because before you came on, I was asking you a little bit about what kind of companies you work for. Why don't you tell them a little bit about that and the services that you offer?
Yes, so I do a lot of customization. So for example, I was in last week a law firm, and that workshop that I do in the law firm is not going to look the same that I do in an insurance company. So I always really want to customize so that people can incorporate these stress management tips into their everyday work life and then life. And so for example, in a law firm, we might do a lot of team collaboration while we're talking about movement they can do after they've been sitting at their computer for hours on end. I'll have them set a timer to get up and do movement. If an attorney is going to go into trial, I'm going to teach, especially a new attorney, some breathing techniques that are proven to really manage stress, to get rid of anxiety and feel more confident. Likewise, when I was in the insurance agency, I'm teaching their people sales skills. So one tiny example, if I get the salespeople to make their phone calls while they're walking, they sound so much more confident and natural, and they're going to set more appointments. So that's where the customization comes in.
Now we're going to offer everyone you're getting entered in to win a free 60-minute. It's a workshop of your choice because you have them. They're personalized, so it depends on what it is that your needs are, and that's why we're calling it of your choice. And it's a $300 value, free to you or anyone you know. So let's say you're an owner of a business right now listening. Maybe you're a law firm, maybe you're a doctor's office, maybe you're an attorney yourself, maybe you're in sales or whatever it is, or maybe you work for someone like that. The offices are all messed up, so they all are nervous wrecks. Maybe she can help. So tell them the information. So this is her phone number, which is 602-694-9054. Your value
9053.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's 9053. So let me do that again. It's 602-694-9053.
Yes.
It's valley-wide, and she also comes to you. So let's talk a little bit about that. You have to go into the company, you do consultations with them, and talk to them and find out where their problems are first off.
Exactly. So I am going in to really promote their company culture, and I'm going to sit down with the person that hires me and say, what are the problems that you want to solve here? And they might state, I want more team collaboration. I really want to promote a company culture of health, of well-being, of camaraderie, or I want you to teach my employees to really sound more natural on the phone. And no matter what the theme or skill is, we're always going to do tips, movement, breathing, tips that are proven to help people manage their stress, because again, it makes people feel better, and for that business owner, it increases their bottom line. Again, you want employees that feel good because they're more focused, they're more productive, they're not out sick as much.
Sure. Now your website is breatheandwork.com.
Yes.
Again, that phone number to call her. She does obviously consultations for everybody. 602-694-9053. And she's valley-wide. She does come to you. And we've got everybody entered in to win a 60-minute workshop of your choice. So call in here, 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. And this is a $300 value, free to you, or if you work for somebody, tell them about it and give it to them.
Yes.
Okay, so the other thing is I want you sort of give some people that are listening right now, what tips can you give to a business owner right now, to teach their employees to manage their stress?
Yes, so tip number 1 is a lot of folks are in front of their computer all day long. And the simplest tip is to take little movement breaks every hour. Because again, would you rather have an employee that has been working for 4 hours straight and they're starting to retype the same thing over? They're not being productive, they're not focused because they're tired. Or would you rather have an employee that every hour is going to take a 2-minute break to just kind of open up the heart, open up their chest, really do a counter movement? You can't see me, but I'm just lifting my shoulders and chest to the ceiling. I'm standing up, and I am going to have some counter movement to being in front of the computer, and it's going to get the blood flowing. And these are, again, proven things that show to get that creativity blocks gone, to really promote some new creative thinking and just feel better and be more focused. So again, teach your employees every hour to stand up and take a 1 or 2 minute stretching break. And I give a lot of tips for free on my YouTube channel. It's Miss Shawn Bradford. And I go over tips of things people can do every hour. Chair twists, forward folds if your lower back's hurting. Because again, if you're not feeling well, you're not going to be as focused.
So when you come into these companies, and again, it could be a law firm, a doctor's office, what size company, does it matter?
It has been anywhere from 10 people to 100. It doesn't matter. The tips are the same, but what is different from each company is true customization. I'm going to spend time sitting down with whoever hires me that says, and I'll say, what are your problems? What do you want to solve? In every single company, it's different.
Right.
And so
now,
that's
when
what
you
the
come in
focus.
and you're working with them, I want to make it clear that it's not like you're standing there just doing exercises with them. You are actually, it's almost like a seminar of how to, or tips and as well as how to basically relax and be able to be more productive.
Yes, and so there's a lot of engagement in this hour. There's some partner work, there's discussions. They're very engaging because people learn best when they're doing and when they're engaged in discussion. So it's not just a lecture, and it's also not just people moving around. The movement is maybe a fourth of it. It is a lot of, again, just engagement, discussion, activities, exercises, and group work.
Now, you can check her out on her website. It's breatheandwork.com. Her phone number to call her direct, it's 602-694-9053. And she comes to you. She's valley-wide. And we're offering for everyone to get entered in to win a 60-minute workshop of your choice. And we say that because you have different issues and you might want to have one customized for you. And it's a $300 value free to you, or if you know somebody who owns a company and you know that there's something going on with them, tell them about it. Again, that's what networking is all about. So you can call in here at 602-277-5369 and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. So, you know, it's interesting. And I've got to say this. I want to say that, and I don't care what you say, it's too late now. So, before you came on, you were nervous.
I was a little bit nervous.
And here's a perfect, you know, I want to say that because, and I don't know what you did prior to coming on, but I'm sure there was something you were doing over there in the studio while we were waiting to do that because, you know, you are a walking, talking example of basically right now of what you do.
Thank you. So exactly what I did. Right before I went on, I left. I did a little bit of movement to get the blood flowing. I also took a really deep breath. A big thing I teach is breathing techniques, and I've got to say this really quick. I was teaching some breathing techniques in a insurance company again, and one specific one I taught, one of the gals stood up or raised her hand and said, "Oh my gosh, my doctor prescribed that to me." So these are real things that work, and I took a big deep breath before I sat down to really clear out that nervousness and anxiety that I was feeling and to really promote more calm confidence.
Another thing I wanted to bring out was awesome what you talked about was your sales staffs. I mean, I love the way that you will teach them techniques to be better salespeople by just the way that they stand up or do things. What is it? What do you do with that?
That is probably my favorite. So 15 years background in outside sales, so I like to bring a lot of traditional sales skills to the table, but I really get across to the business owners and the salespeople that if you're stressed out, your client's going to feel that. They're probably not going to want to work with you. So before you go see a client, before you pick up the phone, do these tips, this movement, this breathing to let that stress go so you can go in front of that client as your best you.
Give the name of your Facebook that you said or whatever it was that
Oh,
they could see.
YouTube, I do tons of free information and tons of free downloadables. It's Miss MS Shawn Bradford.
Okay, so it's Miss MS Shawn Bradford. You can go and check her out on YouTube, and she's got lots of information there. Also, look at her website. It's breatheandwork.com. www.rebeccajones.com. You can call her direct. She does free consultations. The number is 602-694-9053. She comes to you, and we're entering everyone to win a 60-minute workshop of your choice. It's a $300 value free to you or someone you know. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Give them one tip because everyone's nervous out there. Go ahead.
Just the biggest tip, anytime you're nervous, put your hand on your belly, take a nice big inhale. Inhale energy and then just exhale any stress. You'll be surprised how effective that is.
Everybody do that. Don't close your eyes while you're driving down in
don't close
traffic
your eyes.
right now. Again, we've got everyone entered in to win. I'll let you call for the next 5 or so minutes. It's a 60-minute workshop. It's a $300 value free to you. 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100.